Hello there, friends and RC family. My name is Alec from High Noon Hobbies, and if you are new to this channel, I very much appreciate you checking it out. I hope you will stick around, watch at least this video, see if this content seems worth your while, and consider subscribing so that then I can say to you, if you're not new here, welcome back to yet another Friday upload. This time on the channel, we are out at the beautiful desert mountain right square in the center of Utah, and we're out for day 2 here of the competition series. This is the final event in the North vs. South Utah RC Crawling Championship 2023, and today we're taking a look at just one run from Course 1 of the Class 3 finals. So these are the finals of the top drivers in the Class 3 segment of this event, which will determine who gets into the top 5 for the Class 3 top 5 shootout, which will be happening later this same day. But we've got to see all the competitors' skills out on this rock, let them all lay it down on the line, and see who clenches one of the positions in the top 5 to be a part of that shootout. Thank you to Jace from 816 Garage for the awesome drone footage of this area. As you can see, some sweet 7-inch buttery goodness. Thank you very much. Very smooth, very enjoyable. Appreciate you sending that footage my way. And we've got a little bit of a change of scenery today. As I mentioned, we're still at Desert Mountain, but the Class 3 finals, we've chosen a slightly more aggressive area, a little bit more intense lines as are befitting of these more intense rigs, and you can see there is no shortage of turnout for Class 3 as well. In fact, I was quite surprised. I think the Class 2 and Class 3 turnout was probably about the same or very similar, and so I didn't anticipate that. I thought that Class 2 would definitely be bigger, but today we're going to be taking a look at this run here from Zach, or Utah County Crawler. I'll link to his social media down below so you can take a look at it. He is definitely absolutely killing it with his RC Speedy game. He also is a Rock Pirates team driver, so very cool stuff there. If you're interested in making C channels great again, I definitely know who you can hit up in my area. It's definitely Zach. He also has become more and more familiar with their new products, the Interceptor, as well as their new kind of more competition-oriented flat rail chassis, which if you haven't seen that yet, definitely check out the Rock Pirates website. I'll throw a link to that in the description as well. But Zach heading straight into this nasty bonus, and really what we're taking a look at today, and what I'm curious to hear from you folks, is would you rather have kind of a flat rail, a angled skid, a more cheater style rig for Class 3, or would you rather have something a little bit more scale, so to speak, like this buggy? I mean, certainly still not by any means a incapable rig. It's a very capable rig, but the metal tube chassis style like this definitely makes it seem a bit more like an actual rock buggy competition, but does definitely provide some extra or kind of hinder you with some extra top weight, and as we're seeing here, kind of just some areas where you can get caught up on stuff. Great clearances, but still not maybe as good as you could get out of a flat rail chassis if you really tried. So my question to you is, would you rather compete with something like this or with something a little more cheatery, and why? I personally really like running a tube chassis, and the reason I like doing it is because to me it feels very realistic. It also feels very predictable. The extra weight and the way that these trucks are set up to be a bit more realistic, it just, to me, it computes a little bit better. My mind is able to understand what it is that the truck is doing a bit more than I think sometimes the type of feedback that I receive mentally from a flat rail chassis. I just don't quite know exactly what the flat rail chassis is going to do all the time. But a nasty start on this course, a very nasty start. Scumbag RC, you get some serious credit here for how difficult this course was. That bonus that Zach, or Utah County Crawler, kind of jumped straight into right out of the get-go. You hit gate 1, gate 2, and then straight into the bonus before gate 3, and that was kind of the outcome that many individuals ended up having through that first bonus, which was they were able to clear the front and rear axle even if it wasn't pretty, so which means that they did technically receive the points for the bonus, but then there was just no good way out of that hole for them, and so they ended up having to take a reposition, and it counted, or it kind of canceled out the bonus points. So in this case, Zach took one additional reverse, at least that I could tell. I didn't take a look at his actual judging score sheet, so I don't know what they counted officially, but as far as I could tell, he took one actual reverse while it looked like he was under control of his truck, so I counted that one once he got through the bonus, but then he did take that reposition, meaning that he ended up with a +1 coming through there. Then unfortunately, after taking the reposition, Zach ended up kind of sliding over, getting the front axle hung up on that descent, and he ended up sliding the rear axle over and tapping that gate 3. Here getting very, very scary close to that boundary line on the far side. Judge checked the tire afterwards, didn't see any chalk on the tire, and as far as we could tell, he just got like a butt hair away from the boundary line, but he didn't actually hit it, so he didn't get the points there for it. But unfortunately, after taking the reposition, tapping the gate, taking the additional reposition, and then taking that bonus, he ends up finishing here with a +11 at a 3:58.46. Very impressive time, very impressive score for this difficult of a course, and Zach certainly knows how to take these scale rigs through the ringer and really push them to their limit. Unfortunately, on this run, pushing them to the limit really was exactly what he did, maybe past the limit, because it looked like he was having some transmission troubles here, which would set him up for course number 2, and if he makes it into the top 5 with some potential issues in that transmission, which is never what you want to see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Would you like to run a RC Speedy R2 as a Class 3 comp rig, or would you prefer something with flat rails that is a little bit, well, more cheater rig style versus this kind of more scale rig style? I want to know what you guys think. Leave it down below. As always, if you have an idea for a new video or something like that, leave it down in the comments below. I love watching, or I love reading those as well. But I appreciate you watching to the end of the video. If you made it here and you did actually enjoy it, go ahead and give this video a like. That lets me know that I am doing something right, that I should keep doing this style, this format of video. If you don't like it, let me know down in the comments below. What don't you like about it? What could I change? It's always good to see that feedback, and I do really appreciate it. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the High Noon Hobby YouTube channel for more content like this every single week without fail. I appreciate everyone who entered into the 3K giveaway. I'm actually out of town right now as this video is airing, but I'll be back soon, and we announced the winner. We announced the winner last Sunday, which means this Sunday I will actually be getting the package together and shipped out to that winner. So sorry for the delay there, but I left for vacation as soon as we announced the winner there. So thank you all very much for joining me this time, but until the next time, I hope you enjoy some scale trailing, maybe some hard lines, maybe some FPV droning, maybe some other cool stuff that I don't even know about. Share it with us in the comments down below, and we will see you very soon. All right, cheers.